economy. And I told the people at that time to say, if you miss the opportunity of selling your products to the world, to the USA, to the Europe, you may miss the chance. And today I want to tell the people that if you miss the opportunity of selling your products to China, you will miss the opportunity, you will miss the future.
Next year, China will be a larger market than all other markets combined. The single biggest market in the world. But you said an interesting thing to me as we talked. You said, I want everybody in this room to know that if I can do it.
Yeah. Yeah, when I started my business in 1995, it was very difficult. I had an idea. I invited 24 of my friends to my apartment because that year I went to Seattle, my first trip to the USA. In Seattle, I discovered internet. And I think this thing in the future will change the world.
Tell me about the encounter with the internet when you first saw it.
Yeah, I went to the Seattle, and a friend of mine, he had a small office with like 4 or 5 computers. I never touched computer in my life before because computer was so expensive to me and so complicated. But my friend said, this is internet. Just to type in whatever word you want to type. I said, no, too expensive. I don't know which one to do. Even now, I don't know how a computer works. But he said, Jack, it's not a bomb. Just to type whatever. So the first word I typed in was beer. B-E-R, beer. I don't know why I typed beer. I found American beer, German beer, Japanese beer, no China. So I typed the word China. There's no information about China. So I said, what if we can make some China information on the internet? Let people know about China. So that was the idea. So I came back to China and say, I want to resign from my school.
You were a teacher?
I was a teacher. I've been teaching in the university for 6 years. So I said, I want to do it. I invite 24 of my friends to my apartment. After 2 hours of explaining what I'm going to do, internet. And 23 of them say, forget it. He said, this will never work because there's no such thing called internet in the world. You know nothing about a computer, so why do you want to do this? And only one people, he said, Jack, if you want to try it, just to try it. But if there's something wrong, just come back. And after a whole night thinking, I said, I still want to do it. Because most of the people, they have a fancy ideas in the evening, but in the day, when they wake up in the evening or in the morning, they go back to do the same job. We have to do something different. So from there, I started my business borrowing $2,000 from my relatives and friends. So that was my trip. I call myself like a blind man riding on the back of blind tigers. And those people who are expert of riding horses, they all fall down, and I'm still surviving.
Was that the beginning of Alibaba?
That's the beginning of China Pages. Alibaba was 1999. Since 1995, I started business. I almost failed every project, never survived. So 1995, I got an idea saying, if China is going to join WTO, a lot of Chinese products is going to sell across the board. So if I can make a site that can help Chinese products selling outside and helping the small business in the other country sell to the other part of the world, that was the concept. So 1999, I started Alibaba in my apartment.
You have said to me before also that in your mind, 1, 2, 3 is customer,
Yeah,
employee,
and shareholder.
shareholder.
Yeah.
So when you tried to borrow that $2,000, you didn't tell that person that he was number 3.
Well, the $2,000 was from my relatives, my parents, and all friends I got $2,000. But when I raised my money for IPO, even for the when Alibaba IPO in the New York Stock Exchange, we raised $20 billion. I told the investors, we've been believing custom number 1, employee number 2, shareholder number 3. And people say this is against our American investor philosophy. I remember one of the investors said, "Hey Jack, you know, if I know you are shareholder number 3, I would not have bought your stocks." I say, "Sir, please sell it." Because I believe there is so much money in the world, there's too much money in the world, but we only need the money who believe in our vision and mission. Because I believe if the customer are happy, employees are happy, the shareholders will be happy. And if the shareholders are happy, may not necessarily customer happy, and may not necessarily the employee will be happy.
When you look, how important has two things, trust and culture been?
Well, trust is the most important thing, as we discussed this a few minutes ago. If people give me, when I had no money, because when Alibaba started, 18 founders in my apartment, I told everybody, say, put all your money savings on the table, leaving the money for 10 months food and room, rent yourself. The money you have put on the table, I want to get the money, and nobody should borrow the money from parents. Nobody should borrow money from friends, because I don't want to make your parents and friends bankrupt because doing Alibaba. So 18 people, we gathered $50,000 US. We started Alibaba in my apartment. And those people, actually, none of us have money. But if somebody say, I give you $1 million US, and I give you trust, which one I will choose? I choose those people who give me the trust, because it's the trust that make us be united. It's the trust. I think 18 founders, they trust me. Because they trust me, I have to be very loyal to them, and loyal to the mission that we have. I think a lot of entrepreneurs know that I hate people work for me. I want people work for the mission that we agreed together. Because you don't want people work for me, because people like me, when I look further, this guy's a candidate, when I get closer, he's so ugly. Everybody in the world is the same. You should not get closer. Further is good. So you think, oh, Jack is great, but if you get closer, not necessarily. I'll be angry, I'm happy, but when people trusting in you, that's the most valuable things. I think later when we got a lot of venture capitalists invested in us, the thing they noticed is that because my team trusts me and I trust my teams. So this is the trust. The other is about a culture. I think the knowledge-based period, if you want to have a smart people work for you, the smart people need to be managed by culture, not by rules and laws. So in our company, we spend most of the time about the culture. And the base of the culture is the trust. So this is what we believe.
China has changed. I think back in 1995 when you were in Seattle, 1999. How has it changed between 1999 when you started Alibaba and today in 2017?
Well, when I went back to China in 1995, which the idea of the internet was very strange. China was not connected to the internet. So I tried to talk to a lot of my friends that what is the internet? Nobody said, this thing never works. This thing never exists. Because it's true, because people even say Jack is a liar, because he's trying to steal money from people telling us there is an internet. So when I go to the China company registration office, I said I want to register a company called Hangzhou Hope Internet Company. The guy looked at me and say, this is the English dictionary. Tell me there's no word called internet. Why